Picture an older person, but the truth is, strokes can happen to people of all ages. It seems to be happening a lot
We
now.
hear about it a lot more. We're talking about Luke Perry, who had when he was only 52. So as part of Stroke Awareness Month, which is May, we are introducing you to a woman who had a stroke at just 31 years old, and she had just left the hospital after having her first baby.
Looking at her now, running her business in North Scottsdale, you would never know Melissa Fink has a history of stroke. And before she had it, you never would have known she was at risk.
And I remember I'd never had high blood pressure in my whole life. And I remember, they check you like every half hour.
But in the hospital, recovering from a C-section with her first son, the warning signs were there.
I said, why is it high? I've never had high blood pressure. And she said, oh, I don't know. I'll talk to a nurse. No one ever came back and did anything.
She went home to start her life as a family of 3.
And I woke up in the middle of the night, like the second night we were there, with the worst headache of my life. And I didn't know it was a stroke, but we knew something was wrong.
And ended up in the emergency room, being treated for postpartum preeclampsia, but she still couldn't lift her arm.
I told the nurse, and she said, oh, you probably just slept on it funny. And I said, no, I can't. I can't feel it. And I couldn't walk either to go to the bathroom. They actually discharged me from the hospital, and I couldn't walk.
She followed up with a regular doctor who knew immediately the clock was ticking.
And she, did the touch my nose, and, and I was just going like this. And she said, you need to get to the emergency room. You can go to these 2 hospitals, pick one, and go straight there. And I'll call them and tell them you're coming because you're having a stroke.
Caused by a condition called vasculitis of the central nervous system.
And when you're pregnant, your immune system kind of shuts down so it doesn't attack the fetus. And then when you deliver, it comes back, and it should come back normally, and mine went into overdrive and started attacking the vessels in my brain.
Monitored closely by doctors, she went on to have another baby and ditched her career in corporate America for a little girl time.
You become more grateful for what you do have, and then you just kind of want to live the life that you want to live.
Wow.
So pretty crazy stuff. Her stroke was called a progressive stroke, which is why a lot of times you hear of a stroke being a heart attack on your brain, a brain attack.
Yeah.
Hers started with that really massive headache that she said was worse than childbirth, and then it just progressed. So it wasn't like that instantaneous type of stroke, but really scary. And she says even now she has trouble recalling certain words, and there's still some struggles going on, and it's been a decade. So keep an eye. And she said she knew when her high blood pressure in the hospital, she knew it was not right, and the nurses ignored it, and that's a whole other story.
Yeah.
But you know your body, so pay attention to it.
Pay attention. Wow, we're glad she's okay now.
Yeah.